Never give up on a dream just because of the time it's going to take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. That quote from Earl Nightingale feels so true right now, doesn't it? We are in the heart of the fall season, and it's the perfect time of year for us to have a check-in, to pause, to ask, to consider what really matters to me most now. N-O-W, now. Because what if the rest of the year isn't about doing more? What if it was just about finding out what matters to you most and going all in to get it done before the end of the year? As we move together today, I invite you to reflect, not with pressure or judgment, but with curiosity. How has your year been so far? It's so easy to fill our days with everything, the work, the errands, the family, the goals, and forget that our time and our energy are limited. But when everything feels urgent, nothing gets our best attention. So that's why in this moment, right here, right now, I want you to consider what actually deserves your focus. What do you want to give your best energy to for the rest of the year? You do not have to do it all. Just release that pressure, and just focus in on what matters to you most and go all in wholeheartedly. At the start of the year, I set 3 clear goals for myself, just 3, because I wanted to be able to remember them and be clear about them all year long. The first one had to do with my health and well-being. It was a weight loss goal, and I wanted to grow stronger and move consistently, be able to take better care of myself so I could release 100 pounds in this year. I set that single goal, and it led into something so much greater than what I expected. This YouTube channel, this connection with you. And back in December when I set that goal, I had no idea that this was going to be. I didn't even know what rebounding was. I wasn't into rebounding back in December. But I made a commitment to move, to stay consistent, and to share my journey. And fast forward to here we are almost a year later from when I set the goal. And now I'm 5 months, almost 6 months into bouncing and becoming a stronger person because of my commitment to rebounding and to my commitment to creating the content for this channel. Now, did I lose 100 pounds? No. And honestly, I'm okay with that because I'm accepting what I've learned this year about healing my body, about listening to my body, releasing the judgment. There's so many better ways that I approach myself and my body and my well-being than I did before I started this commitment. So I know that I've built up healthy, sustainable habits. I know I'm making progress. I'm growing stronger. I have better stamina and confidence. So many win successes out of this process. And all of this is something I'm really proud of. And I share that with you so that you can look at your goals and say, I may not have hit that, and there's no way I can hit that before the end of the year. For example, for me to lose 100 pounds in the next 2 months would be too drastic. It's too much. It's beyond my capability. However, I can look and see at all the good things that have come out of this, the progress I have made, the health changes I've improved upon, and all of that I can recognize and say yes. So I was off on the how long it was going to take me to achieve my goal. However, I have done so many things right, and I can keep going from here and know how I want to finish out the year strong to set myself up even better for 2026. So as you're bouncing, think about your own year. What have you accomplished that you haven't been giving yourself enough credit for? What has gone really well? But it's maybe not the fulfillment of a whole entire goal, but it's been good progress in the right direction. Where have you been stronger, more patient, more consistent? What have you been doing to show up for yourself that is better this year than it was last year? And in the final 2.5 months that we have left, that's enough time for you to really focus in, address what really matters, and decide how you want to finish the year with something meaningful and the good, strong progress towards this goal. Now, remember, I told you I set 3 goals this year for 2025. I just told you about one. I have 2 more goals that are on the list. One of them is halfway complete. And I know that if I just start to focus more and I stay really clear, I can achieve that goal. I can get it done. Reflection, friend, is not about beating yourself up. It's about learning, adjusting, and carrying those lessons forward. The other one, I've barely made progress towards. It was too big of a goal, is my perception of it now, that I almost was like, oh, I'll figure that out later. Oh, I'll figure it out. Like there were too many obstacles and roadblocks that came up because my brain never could get past it, like being such a huge goal. So as our bounce comes to a close, remember, finishing strong isn't about doing more. It's about focusing on what really matters. Because if everything is a priority, then nothing is a priority. And if you're open to it, drop in the comments what goal you're going to work on, what matters to you, what priority you're setting to go all in on for the rest of the year. And then we'll check back together towards the end of the year and see how we did before we set our goals for 2026. Happy bouncing, friend.